What is good, Kingdom? This is Tarot King. I'm coming to you today with the tarot reading, spontaneous. I was doing a reading for myself, and Spirit said, just chill, nurture yourself, right? So I was like, okay, lit. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I love to chill. So when Spirit says to chill, I'm like, all right. But however, this is my work. But I wanted to come to the collective with a message on what you need to do for self-care. Okay, this is a pick a spell book, or one of is a spell book, but anyway, I'm gonna call it pick a spell book. They're spiritual books, and again, they have a tarot deck with each one. Pile one is, what is this one called? The Anatomy Tarot. Okay, it looks like this. Just showing you a quick glance, all right? The Anatomy Tarot. And spellbook number one is called Witchcraft Cocktails. Okay? Again, pile one, Anatomy Tarot, and Witchcraft Cocktails. Okay, that's pile one. Pile two is the Astro Matrix Tarot. Looks like this. Okay. Some of them are reversed. Bless. Again, Astro Matrix Tarot. And for y'all's spell book or spiritual book, it says Essential Oils Ancient Medicine. Okay. 3-ring or whatever. But it is the Essential Oil Ancient Medicine book by Dr. Josh Axe, Tyler Bollinger, and Jordan Rubin. You can find it on Amazon. Great book. Okay. But again, Astro Matrix Tarot. And pile 3 is the Rune Tarot, or I just call it the Viking Tarot. Looks like this. Okay. and your book is the Essential Oils. Oh, I just dropped it. It's all good. Your book is the Essential Oils Natural Remedies. Okay. And it just has a bunch of natural remedies on lots of different things. And again, you have the Viking Tarot for pile 3. And pile 2, one more time, is the Astro Matrix Tarot with the Essential Oils Ancient Medicine book. And pile 1 is the Anatomy Tarot with Witchcraft Cocktails. All right. So pick a spell book. The timestamps will be in the comments. And we're going to see what you need to know for self-care. It's just on my heart because Spirit gave it to me to do some self-care. And I was like, hey, let's see what other people need when it comes to self-care. All right. So we're going to get into it with pile 1, pile 2, and 3. I will see you at your pile. All right. I'm going to actually move these over here because there's some big old books. Okay. Let me keep the tarot deck with them as well. Oh my goodness. It almost fell. Okay, so, and then number 3. Bless. Okay, so pile 1. Let's get into it. And again, we're going to see what you need for self-care. I'm just going to use some random decks. I'm trying to use more natural decks because, nature, herbs, but I'll use other decks as well, like stars and animal spirits. But bless, we're going to see what the universe has for you today on what you need for self-care. Now, you did pick this Witchcraft Cocktails book. This is one of my favorites, okay? I just got it for the coffee table. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and it has a lot of good knowledge in it as well. So, shout out to them again. Witchcraft Cocktails by Julia Helena Hadeas, I think it is, on Amazon. That's where I got it. So we're going to just, and ever since I got this book, I always do like them Christians do with the Bible, like, what is it? What's for me, Spirit? What's for me today? So we're going to do that for you. Just to kind of zoom in on what it is you need for self-care. Pile 1. So Spirit, come through. What is the cocktail that best represents pile 1's energy and what they need to know for self-care, please? Okay, and I actually opened to this one a lot. It's one of my favorite pictures to see. You have the flower moon. Okay, it says the April flower moon is a time of beginnings, fertility, and growth. Spring abounds and life is blooming all around. But at night, there is still calm as the light of the full moon graces the abundant green earth. Celebrate the floral, fertile, and gentle energies of the flower moon with this violet liquor champagne cocktail. The peaceful energies of lavender and violet will invigorate you with hope, while the orange essence will inspire happiness. Sip on this bubbly cocktail to invite peace and harmony, or to aid in magical workings for growth and fertility under the light of the April moon. Substitute the orange pill for a violet flower if you desire. The main energies of this cocktail right here, it says love, peace, purification, and harmony. All right. And it's cool because again, they associate a crystal or a tarot card with the witchcraft cocktail that you have. And it, with y'all's it has blue sapphire. And it says blue sapphire is a stone of harmony and wisdom. Its soothing, peaceful energies invite healing and heightened psychic abilities and personal growth. The hue and energies of this crystal are a perfect complement to your flower moon harmonizer potion. Hold the crystal in one hand as you craft the cocktail to help imbue the mixture with its energies or to center yourself before drinking. That being said, Paul 1, let me just say, by landing on this cocktail alone, we have blue sapphire. That's a very royal stone. Blue is associated with the throat chakra. I just feel, yes, the purple vibes. I'm like tasting it, just looking at it. And that you need to chill, love yourself. Obviously, this is a reading of self-love, self-care. And it says, again, remember love, peace, purification, and harmony. I get the Libra energy from this. I don't know if it said Libra. I think it said more April, so that's not Libra at all. But I get Libra vibes from this, but April, January, March, April, that's spring, okay? Lots of fertility, lots of abundance is about to be growing. Even in the dark time, it talked about the moon lighting up the abundant green fertile grass. Okay, so like things are growing even if it seems a little dark, and spirit wants you to love yourself, to harmonize, to rebalance. Let's continue on. That's just the book. We're already 8 minutes into the reading, but let's continue on. Let's flow. All right, let's see what you need for self-love. Spirit, come through. Anyone who picked witchcraft cocktails, what do they need to know when it comes to self-care? Anyone who watches this video who might need a little boost, what do they need to know about themselves and where they're going and what needs to be done when it comes to self-care? In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Ooh, 6, 7. And again, y'all chose the Anatomy Tarot. Let's get it. Okay, we got strength. Okay, come on, Leo energy. As I do this, I think we're in Cancer season. I think it's right about to be Leo. We have the 3 of Cups. Ooh. Okay. And then we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Lots of fire. Bottom of the deck, Hanged Man. Okay, I love to see it in a reading like this when we're talking about self-care. Okay, the Hanged Man, and that's Neptune energy or Pisces energy. That being said, and under that is the Hermit. Okay, self-care all day vibes. That being said, we have Strength for your first card. Spirit wants you to know how strong, how powerful you are. When it comes to self-care and we see strength, I think of Leo energy. It's the it's the star constellation that reminds you to be passionate, that reminds you to go after all you desire. and be playful too. Inner childhood healing, okay? With this Three of Cups, it looks like you have some pretty good friends, okay? Reasons to celebrate. And again, when it comes to self-care, Spirit wants you to socialize a bit, but don't get me wrong. Again, the Hermit was there as well under the Hanged Man, okay? And the Hanged Man is I get a solitary vibe from him. And that being said, we also have Temperance though. So Temperance is about balance, okay? A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and healing. And I love it in this deck because the hands are like, excuse me, over and under the mind, and it's like the hands are healing the mind. So yeah, you might even like say a prayer and like hold your crown chakra, and say, I open up my crown chakra and I transmute negative energies into light. Okay. And because he goes through the mind as well. I have a very big mind like you guys. Apparently, you guys have big minds. Okay. But you also need to celebrate. And actually, yes, you do have a big mind because the Hanged Man represents a different, seen from a different perspective. All right. And Spirit wants you to see from a different perspective when it comes to self-care, and be patient with where you're going and balance out, again, this is connected to Sagittarius energy, balancing that warrior and the logical side of yourself. And Strength card as well it has a lion on it typically. However, that is a very, even though it's very powerful, okay, it is, excuse me, it's a quiet energy. It's a whisper, okay? It's taming that beast within. And I feel like you have good friendships, and Spirit wants you to kind of shush, okay? Not because you're saying anything wrong. I mean, we all do sometimes, but this is more about being in a quiet energy. So you can heal that mind, okay? Again, remember the drink that we pulled for you talked about peace, harmony, and love, and that's what these cards represent as well. And you can really rebalance and see from a different perspective. But yeah, it's a quiet energy is what I'm getting. Not that you have to be completely quiet, but more like you're shushing the minds, those demons, okay? And instead having fun, instead to heal, and knowing that what you've been through has made you stronger, because this is showing up in the past. So you've been through a lot, and now it's time to heal, definitely with this Hanged Man here, and have some fun, definitely with Leo energy. Again, that rules the fifth house: pleasure, desire, excuse me, and then it's about having fun, taking the stage, but again, in like a humble way. Okay. Leos, okay. But anyway, moving on. You don't have to be a Leo. That being said, it's telling you to like calm down, chill, okay? So that you can heal, that you can have fun, that you've been through so much, especially with Strength in the past, that now it's time, like the Hanged Man, to just chill in limbo for just a quick second and heal and be grateful for all you've been through and all you've been, experienced. But you have that love, you're harmonizing for self-care is what I'm getting. Loving self. But yeah, with again, with the drink I pulled for you, there was sapphire, and I talked about how the blue represented the throat chakra. And when your throat chakra is open and flowing healthily, okay, healthy or whatever, it means that you're more assertive. You're not bitch slapping nobody. You're speaking from a place of not trying to, again, not hurt nobody, but speak your truth, okay? So I'm getting, to heal your throat chakra would be best as you do self-care, as you heal your mind, as you have a little fun. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit come through. As you harmonize, I see big balance energy with Temperance and the Hanged Man. Let's see what else. Spirit come through. What does Pile 1 need to know when it comes to self-care? How gorgeous. It says sunflower, smile. And it says simply smile and notice the profound and healing difference it makes. Okay, like really, have some fun. Smile. Notice the difference it makes. And this is the sunflower, which connects to the sun. And you have Leo, which is rules over the sun, or the strength card. So you have this, and again, and I'm also seeing solar plexus energy. That's why I wore this yellow bandana, baby. Okay, it's your self-will, it's your power, it's your happiness, it's like sunshine in your belly. Okay, so simply smile. This is the bottom. You're healed, same color. Okay, and it says hold on, marigold, we'll just call it that. The healing you've prayed for is on the way. Yes, there's so much healing in your reading already. I could go on for days about it, with the Temperance, with the Hanged Man, with the Three of Cups. Y'all have such a beautiful energy that you can tap into when it comes to self-care. Spirit, come through. Give me a little more for pile one. What did I need to know when it comes to self-care? The squirrel. Squirrel and Kikida, and it's I know that's a bug, and I don't say its name right. Cicada or whatever, okay? But the main one is the squirrel. And it says necessity. When squirrel appears in our lives, he encourages us to relish in necessity in the comfort of his friends and family. Three of Cups energy. He enjoys the basic tenets of life. Surrounded by the essentials, Squirrel reminds us to review our provisions in preparation for inner expeditions. He demonstrates the supreme importance of fostering reserves in times of depletion and lightening the load when heavy-hearted. Okay, his presence teaches us to dispose of clutter. Okay, to welcome joy in our lives. Get rid of the clutter, welcoming in joy, smiling, enjoying your friends and family. And again, like, you've been through a lot. And earlier I was talking about like try not to bitch slap someone with your words. There's a quiet energy, because if you're going to be speaking when it comes to self-care, okay, you've been through so much, and yes, you can express yourself. You have the, again, throat chakra energy is what I'm seeing, but this is more heart chakra. Okay, with Leo especially, they rule the heart chakra, and Three of Cups, and the squirrel even is talking about, again, loving. Let me read it one more time. When squirrel appears in our lives, he encourages us to relish in necessity. What do you need? Okay, he saves his. I'm getting this, that you also need to save your money. Okay, because he plants, the squirrel plants nuts, right? And so for later. And it says he encourages us to relish in necessity, in the comfort of his friends and family. He enjoys the basic tenets of life. Okay, we got our basic necessities. That's the word up here. Surrounded by the essentials, Squirrel reminds us to review our provisions. What do you have? What do you have at your disposal for provisions? Okay, in preparation for inner expeditions, he demonstrates the supreme importance of fostering reserves in times of depletion. And literally, that's what this reading is about. When you're depleted, you focus on self-care. Well, this will help you to come back and just smile, okay? Have a good time, but also to know that you have the necessities, to know that you have the family and friends that are meaningful in your life. And your healing is definitely on the way. So all you need to do is smile. Okay, and it says he demonstrates the supreme importance of fostering reserves in times of depletion and lightening the load when heavy-hearted. His presence teaches us to dispose of clutter, to welcome joy into your lives. I know I could dispose of some clutter, okay? Working on it. Spirit, come through a little bit more for pile one. We're at 19 minutes. I'm just going to pull a couple more. Let's see, so that I can have room for pile 2 and 3 on my phone making these videos. Spirit, come through for pile 1. What is the best thing I can tell them when it comes to self-care? We have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and look a little deeper. Okay, you have ancient knowledge within you. Again, we have the Hanged Man connected to the divine, and temperance. And there's this ancient knowledge. Interesting. All right, bottom of the deck. Earth. Learning how to be human in the world, not of it. I know that's right. We're learning. Okay, we're in this world. We're not of it. It can be stressful, but enjoy the things of this earth, the necessities that you have. And yes, you might be working to acquire more because, again, this talked about a time of depletion. But sometimes all you got to do is smile. Okay, Spirit come through. What needs to be known to Pile 1 when it comes to self-care? All right. It says, I forgive myself for pressuring myself to understand more than I am meant to know in the present moment. Okay. like it's very simple what Spirit is saying. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know everything in this right now. As you enjoy the present moment, you acquire more knowledge of what to do in the future. So, and then it says, I choose to believe that there are things that were never meant to be in my hands and are instead being divinely guided. So not everyone's problem is your problem. You have to release control, is what I'm getting from that right now. Okay, you don't have to know everything. Enjoy your family. Have some fun. Have a drink. Love. Harmonize. If you're doing too much of something, do a little bit less. If you're doing not enough of something, do a little bit more. Okay, Spirit come through a little bit more for Power 1. Ooh, okay. Sheesh. We have spiritual narcolepsy. You're waking up to who you really are, and the Hanged Man is the dream energy. We also have, getting back to integrity. You're waking up to who you really are when it comes to self-care, protecting the future. There is something about, again, dragons protect treasures. Pardon me. And there's something about the future that does keep coming up. Okay, with the squirrel, like he prepares, he plants his nuts. Okay, but ultimately, don't stress too much about the future. Just prepare, okay, for self-care. We also have letting go. Definitely some things to let go of. Spirit guardian of autumn. And I talked about Libra energy, but bless. And then we also have retreat. And I know that's right. Gotta love that self-care, okay? I want to live there. Come on. That's my future. And I ain't gonna lie, I picked this pile with y'all. So if it's resonating, holla, I'm with you. Let's see the bottom. Yes, gestation periods, winter's dream. And that really aligns with this retreat here. For self-care, that's just because it's so hot today, and looking at that snow is like refreshing to me right now. And again, we got winter energy. I'm a Capricorn, right? We're like the kings of the winter. We're cardinal signs. We start off the winter. This reading isn't all about me, but I'm just saying. This is the energy of Capricorn. Like wholesome, okay, thinking of the Capricorns are the first sign or in our year, January, okay, new year, and they represent reflecting on all you've been through. Okay, and yes, letting some go like the autumn, but reflecting all you've been through and preparing for the future. And again, that's that hermit, excuse me, we did have hermit, but the Hanged Man energy. You're being called to just retreat, enjoy the necessities around you that you have, but also, plant some seeds for the future. Definitely. Because again, I'm getting Capricorn energy with this winter and retreat. I'm a Capricorn. We start off the winter, and they're this energy because they are basically, they represent looking at, again, all you've been through, the things that didn't work the year before, and then getting ready for that new year, getting ready for to again, Capricorns are ambitious. They climb the mountain. They ain't no joke. Failure is not an option. And this card wanted to come out too, and I didn't get it, but it does say standing stones with passage. It's like a rite of passage that you're going through, and that's why this retreat is so necessary. And self-care, because you're going into all that you're supposed to be, and with your integrity, okay, and you're waking up from spiritual narcolepsy, okay? That being said, let's just pull a couple more, okay? Let's get to 30 minutes for part one, okay? We're at 24 minutes. Let's see. Spirit come through. What needs to be known for self-care for part one? We have abundance. Yeah, you definitely have abundant future. We have health. Yes. And true abundance is health. Okay, we have individuality. Self-care all day. That's what it's about. We also have communication. So communicating your boundaries, as well, because you need to focus on your health and your individuality and your abundance. And I was also getting a little bit of distracting vibes, just a little bit, for maybe social circles and stuff, possibly not always, because this is asking you to enjoy your social circles. But yes, communicate your boundaries, and communicate your individuality. That's hard to do as well, a lot of the time. Oh, let's pull some from here. Spirit come through for pile one. Excuse me, what do they need to know when it comes to self-care, about who they are and what needs to be known? Okay. We have the heart chakra with rose. It says compassion. Trigger statement: I am unlovable. True statement: I am love. Okay. And it says your heart is healing and expanding with love. Spend time showering yourself with that love, and then share, yes, and share with others. Okay. If you just show yourself some self-love, introvert a little bit, it's not that you hate everyone. This is why self-care is necessary. Okay, because I'm a tarot reader, and if I don't do my self-care, I will, these readings that people, that they're like, I need a reading. Baby, if I don't do my self-care, you gonna get a yelling, okay? But not a reading, a yelling, okay? Because I'm a Capricorn. Again, I'm very blunt. I have triple Sagittarius, and I can say some very, just as much as my words are powerful for healing and love and blah blah blah, it can also hurt a person's soul, to say the least. And so I get this energy, again, but that's not what the main point is. It's about loving others, but first of all, loving yourself, having compassion for others, helping them in times of need, but also having compassion for yourself, or else no one's gonna get helped. Okay, but we also have gratitude with lime. I love lime. It says trigger statement: I am overwhelmed. True statement: I am moving. It says the time for planning is complete. Take action, no matter how small. Begin today. Okay, so that's a message from someone out there who needs to begin something. But again, balance that rest, okay? Because when you rest, you truly move forward. When you rest and heal, you truly move forward. Because otherwise, you stay stuck in the past with those wounds, okay? And then you never move forward. So healing is a necessity, baby. Okay, Spirit, come through a little bit more for Power One. Who are they? Who are these people? We have lover. Everything we just said, love is the main point, okay? It says great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. And at the shadow attributes, obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. Like I was saying, it can be self-destructive if you don't do this self-care. But you are a lover. You're not a hater, but you do need to express your individuality, chill, look at your necessities, and yes, party with friends, but first party with yourself, okay? Yeah, we have angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. And then we have the hero, yeah, and it was in reverse. It says escapism and a false sense of heroism. Okay, Spirit's kind of calling you out. Okay, when these cards come up in reversals, they can be a little blunt too, but like take it with a grain of salt, because Spirit is just saying, sometimes you got to give it up to the angels, the real angels. And yes, you're an angel too. You're a messenger. You're a lover. You're a hero. And on the upside of hero, it says passion for a journey of personal empowerment. Okay, you want to be empowered. You want to empower others, but you need to show that love to self, to chill sometimes. Bottom of the day, yeah, you're an advocate. You fight for others as well. It inspires you to put compassion into action. And then earlier we had the card of compassion as well. Okay, so you put compassion into action. You're an advocate. You fight for others. You love others, but also Baby, that can be destructive just as much. Having a hero complex, again, escapism, and we have Neptune here, which literally rules the 12th house of escape, okay? And it says escapism and a false sense of heroism, and like it's like come back down to earth, okay? And again, I talked about Capricorn energy. Capricorns are known for climbing that mountain. Ooh, we're at 30 minutes. Okay, so maybe just 5 more minutes for Power One, just because this is cool and we do have a lot of information. But I just want to pull a couple more. Spirit, come through. What needs to be known for Power One when it comes to self care and what they need to know? Sun in Cancer with home. Focus on your home and love. That's point blank, period. And we're in Cancer season. Bottom of the deck, yes, definitely. Eclipse in Virgo with reorganization, and choose duties and responsibilities carefully. So you could clean up your home. Cancer's the sign of the mother or grandmother. My grandma's like literally on the other side of this wall. She's a Cancer. She's lit. She got a Leo moon. And anyway, Power One. Focusing on your home, tidying up the place. I saw declutter earlier as well, so that you can bring in this beauty for your future, and even maybe move homes one day if you aren't satisfied with where you're at. But you need to bring balance, and love is the main thing. Okay, again, focus on your home and love. Let's see what else. Just a couple more. Okay. Still come through. A little bit more for Power One. A little bit more for Power One. What needs to be known when it comes to self-love? We have memory and Leo energy. Yeah, I was getting Leo energy with the strength card. And then protection. Know you're protected with the onion. And it's like boundaries. Yeah, I'm channeling, I hate this card. No, because I think of Shrek. And it's big time Shrek energy with this reading, no offense. But because he was like, life's like an onion, or ogres are like an onion. Yeah, life's like an onion. Because we have layers, okay? And he was very introverted. He was like, get out of my swamp, right? But ultimately he still needed Donkey, he still needed Fiona, he still needed the gingerbread man on his team. So yeah, you are probably a little bit introverted right now, or that would help you in self-care, but focusing on the true relationships in life and not necessarily of all you've been through, and knowing that you are protected like an onion. And there's this memory here that's just giving me the vibe as well, that maybe you are thinking of the past a lot. The spirit says you have such a bright future. That's, even the squirrel said it, okay? You definitely have a bright future. You had the card protecting the future. But again, we need to let go of the past, it said, and you're getting back to your integrity and who you are. So some retreat, okay? Some cabin time, and just, beautiful rest. Turn on that air conditioner, okay? But it's time to let some things go, because you've done a lot for people. You've done so much for people, and now it's time to do a little bit more for you, and widen your views and communicate your individuality and focus on your health, okay? But there's so much abundance, and you're separating yourself from distractions for a little bit, but yes, still showing that love to people, as much as you can after you recharge, and then blessing them. Let's just pull one more. Let's see, because we are at 33 minutes and I'm trying to keep it short, but this is so interesting. Okay, Spirit, come through for Power One. Best message they need for self-care. What needs to be known? Yes. Bottom of the deck. Alice through the looking glass. Where should you invest yourself? Okay. It says, where should you invest yourself? In the image is a dark and intense Alice gazing through the looking glass. The sweet and agreeable girl is nowhere to be found through the looking glass. Alice explores a world of opposites. The candle in the painting is symbolic of her bringing light to the darker, and more secretive parts of herself. The aspect is powerful She sees behind the lies people tell and the mask they wear. This is part of the self that knows she can see right through you. Oh, in this crazy world where people are constantly strategizing how to win this game of life, connect with the part of you that knows it's just a game. Where do you choose to invest your energy today? In mind games that prevent peacefulness, or in love? Don't give in to the madness, okay? That Alice in Wonderland energy, people was always tripping in Wonderland, okay? But she had to be the calm one, and she was usually like the, even she cried until there was a river, and she was like, oh my God, when she finally realized it, but then she had to listen to her own advice. She had to be the leader, even though, yes, we do have our emotional days, but this is a big shadow work energy, and as you do shadow work and deal with your own illusions, with your own mask or projections, you heal your wounds. You then begin to see the mask that others put on, okay, or how they, yeah, because they, I don't want to say that. Anyway, they influenced you, kind of brainwashed you. I'm getting Matrix vibes a little bit to, yeah, think that you're part of the Matrix and you're a unique individual. And that's what shadow work is about, showing that light. Again, remembering just to smile. It's very simple what Spirit says when it comes to your self-love. We also have the lover's kiss, okay? So definitely expressing it says express your love. And we had communication, okay? And it says true love is the most powerful medicine in the world. True love brings the miracle, excuse me, of awakening. True love is unconditional. It is our divine birthright. It helps us to remember who we truly are and why we have come here. It can awaken our hearts and open our minds to inspiration, passion, joy, and beauty. The card represents love of all kinds. Love needs to be shared and expressed. It cannot be contained for long. Show the people around you how much they mean to you. Tell them you love them, hug and kiss them, listen to them, and spend some time with them. And that's exactly what we got right here with focus on your home and love. Okay, that's all you need. And then also to clean. You need to clean. Okay, I see it. I see it. We also have Azrael, the angel of death, showing that this door is closing. This is again the angel of death in Jewish mythology and other mythology, but ultimately there's a door closing. And in this angel, it says when one door closes, another one opens. Oh, I love that. Okay, because you did get cards of ending things. We do have the White Rabbit, slow down, and this is again another Alice in Wonderland card. Okay, so y'all might want to watch that movie as you do these self-care rituals. This talks again of this is the Matryoshka doll, and it says be fully present, and we've been talking about that this whole reading. Okay, but it is on this card. It talks about the death and life and the cycles of life, and we have to be fully present to each one because there's so many deaths, there's so many beginnings, there's so many but just being present, you are more aware of the endings and the new beginnings for your life. Okay, we also have gifts from heaven. Excellent. Open your eyes and resonate love. Interesting. We have Toto. I'm trying to hurry because we're on 38 minutes. We have Toto, listen to your instincts. So what is that? Wizard of Oz. These are two. I guess I'll just read them. I bet we'll end up at 40 minutes. We're at 38 minutes. So let's go. These are important, I feel. So we have gifts from heaven. Open your eyes, resonate love. Jack's climbing of the beanstalk is a metaphor for climbing into a greater state of being. It is at here that he overcomes his fear of the giant, a symbolic representation of a higher power. From that higher power, Jack takes the goose that lays the golden eggs, again, abundance, okay, and the giant magic harp. And two of these cards talk about alchemy. You also have temperance here, which is the card of alchemy. What you touch can turn to gold, okay? There's lots of abundance that Spirit kept kind of whispering in the side notes there, okay? So what you touch can turn to gold. And also alchemy represents turning our negative emotions into gold. And then you had those gold flowers and Leo energy ruled by the sun. So yes, like you can turn the negative into positive. And I talked about that earlier when I put my hands on my crown and said, let's turn this negative turn this, open up my crown chakra so that I may turn shadows into light. And that's what you can do, I promise you. And it will help you in this self-care journey. So yeah, I think I stopped reading this. Great. Let's go. Jack's climbing is at the beanstalk is a metaphor for climbing into a greater state of being. It is here that he overcomes his fear of the giant, a symbolic representation of a higher power. From that higher power, Jack takes the goose that lays the golden eggs in the giant's magic heart. We see a doorway between the worlds. Oh, wow. And we had, again, Azrael, the angel of death, with a doorway between the worlds. We had Alice in Wonderland looking through the mirror, a doorway to another world. Okay, you can literally go to another world. Okay, it says, we see a doorway between the worlds. The center of the beanstalk looks like an eye. The magic harp is your song. Yes, hallelujah. Okay, your vibration. The golden eggs symbolize the alchemy of your story. Open your eyes to the truth of who you are. Raise your vibration to resonate love. Create a happy ending for your personal legend. I love that. And when this card shows up, you are about to receive a gift or a blessing. Share your talents with the world, and the world will share its abundance with you. That's beautiful. And I'm reminded of the first card that y'all got. It talked about love, harmonizing, again, self, balance, individuality, turning negative to gold. And you can have a beautiful ending. Again, your future. It keeps talking about your future, a healed future at that. But at that being said, enjoy the now, baby. Okay. We also have your last card. Okay, we're at 41 minutes. Bless. Where it says, Toto, listen to your instincts. Okay, I feel like, oh yeah, I feel like this card was right when I said that. I feel like this card is actually very important, and I didn't know why. But I remembered we pulled this card, which says Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom. Look a little deeper. So it's getting deep, girl, because we got the pyramids of Egypt up in here. Okay, so I feel like you could even be getting dreams with Neptune, the Hanged Man, because Neptune is the planet of dreams. But there's something that you're missing. Uh, and you can really tap into. Let's read it, okay? Listen to your instincts, Toto. Okay. When you rest, you naturally align with your instincts, your animal instincts, your intuition, your shadow self, your mind, your soul. Okay, that's why. But let's see. Toto. And I think we had another one. I thought we had another one, yeah, somewhere. I thought we had another Dorothy, but bless. Excuse me. Okay. Now, your last card. Toto. Listen to your instincts. Toto is shown here with the pyramid and the sun. The hieroglyphic translates to I am just and true. He is reminiscent of Anubis, the Egyptian guardian and guide of the underworld. He is a protector. Again, the underworld representing our shadow. And it says, in The Wizard of Oz, it's Toto who begins the journey by running off, and it's Toto that jumps out of the hot air balloon, forcing Dorothy to find her own strength and power. Okay, it's in stories, the dog often represents the instinctual part of the self. When this card shows up, trust your instincts. You might not understand why you feel so pulled to do something. It might not make sense to your logical mind. Intuition and instincts do not always make sense to us until after the fact. Okay? Interesting. Well, that's all I have for you. I actually want to pull one more. I know it's annoying. Let's just pull one more. Shoot. Okay, Spirit, come through for pile one. Best advice I can give them for self-care. Bottom of the deck. Yes, you are going through changes and transitions. And you got lepidolite. I'm not going to read that one, but changes and transitions. We do have a heart here, and all your reading talked about love. Again, transformation, magic, and imagination. And you got the garnet. This is my favorite crystal in this deck. So this is the main one I'm going to read because it's a vibe. It matches up with what I'm seeing. Lots of red in y'all's reading. Health even says red. Okay, so. Okay. It says sexuality, or I'm going to say sensuality. I'm sorry. Life force, intensity. And it says, okay, I'm going to say sensual every time I see the other word because I don't know if I'm allowed to do this on platforms. So I'm going to say it this way. This is a sensual healing in its highest form. Garnet is a stone of love, passion, and devotion, removing blocks to the desires of the heart. Yes. Step into your sensual power and embrace your body, removing all judgments that stand in the way of you and your pleasure. When used in tandem with tantric sensual, garnet can heighten the experience, attracting partners that can help heal sensual trauma. Garnet helps identify and illuminate self-sabotaging behaviors, expanding your connection to mind, body, and spirit. You're very passionate people. You're very instinctual people. You might just need to get sensual, okay? I actually want to read this one because it jumped out with this one, and I know Spirit wants me to, okay? So it says, transformation, magic, and imagination with labradorite, my bad. And it says a stone of transition. Okay, so it said that many times. Labradorite assists in times of change and transformation. It expands our connection with the universe, unlocking the third eye and all the wonder that lies beyond the physical realm. Ooh, yes, with this Neptune, with this all this portal energy, doorway to new. Okay, I'm glad I read this because you're seeing yours, and then even that Alice in Wonderland talked about seeing through people. Okay, and it says, let's see, it expands our connection with the universe, unlocking the third eye and all the wonder that lies beyond the physical realms, as well as your magical powers. Yes, labradorite evokes the magic we all have, reminding us to wield our power by going within and connecting to the core truths of who we are. Chase after your dreams and align yourself with the vibration of anything is possible. In energy, labradorite is all too familiar with. All you need to do is smile. All you need to do is enjoy your own company, enjoy the family, the friends that you have, the necessities that you have. And yes, sensual, you're very much a lover. I would even maybe wear garnet. I'm not going to lie, before I was doing this reading, I was looking around my desk like, where's my garnet ring? The garnet is the stone of Capricorn, and I called out Capricorn earlier. You don't have to be Capricorn. And this is also a stone of Aquarius because it's just the birthstone of people who are born in January. But I get a very strong, loving, passionate, sensual side from, I'm guessing this would be maybe closer to your shadow side, but no, because I picked this stack and this is exactly who I am all around. I just need to chill, and so do y'all, and enjoy some sensual pleasures, okay? And know that the gifts of heaven, sing your own song, and that you're alchemizing, you're turning negative, the shadows of the past, because you are definitely going through transitions. You're turning the bad into to gold, and you're such a helpful, loving person that you need to remember to show that same love to yourself at least one day out of the week for starters, okay? I love rest. I want to take a whole month, okay? I want to take a vacation, but whatever you can do within your power, within your ability, get some self-care, okay? Pile one, that was a long reading. It was almost an hour. I hope that if you watch this to the end, put some flame emojis in the chat, okay? Because y'all are spicy. Much love. Thank you for allowing me to read you. And may you be blessed. And remember self-care always, okay? Much love. Peace out. Tarot King. Welcome, Pile 2. Okay, if you chose this reading, You picked the Astro Matrix Tarot deck with Essential Oils, Ancient Medicine by Dr. Josh X, Tyler Bollinger, Jordan Rubin. Okay, it's on Amazon if you want. Just like Paul 1, I opened to a random page like those Christians do with the Bible. And we're going to do some divination. Right when I said that, Jesus went by. That's crazy. On some, where did he go? Anyway. I said like them Christians just playing around, and there was like a stained glass window with Jesus, because yes, essential oils are biblical. Okay, if you didn't know, but yeah, just like I did for pile 1, I'm gonna do for you like them Christians do with the Bible. It did it again. That is crazy, like them Christians do in the Bible. Look, okay, because them Christians be like, they be saying tarot cards is a sin, and then they're like, the spirit, what is for me? And then they open the Bible to whatever page. Same thing we're doing with tarot. Okay, but anyway, beautiful imagery, by the way. Shout out to my guide. This is my guide I work with, JC. Okay, I love him. And that's who I love, but I'm also very witchy. So again, I get slack from both sides. I'm too witchy for the Christians, too Christian for the witches. Okay, but let's see. Let's quit playing around. What is it, the message that needs to be known today, Spirit, for self-care for pile 2? What is the best message I can give them? Oh my God. It landed on this page. It says the biblical significance of oil is anointing. Okay, so I think that some of you need to remember that spirituality isn't evil. Okay, you could be a tarot reader that's following me and you've been shamed by some random Christians. I know they get on my live and TikTok and they be like, you're going to hell, you're leading people to hell. I'm from the South. I grew up in that. Okay, so I ultimately don't care. But no, when it comes to spirituality and things like that, it's very connected to God. And shout out to Jesus. If you don't know Jesus, don't let these other people make you think he's like a bad God or anything like that. Kind of dive into the Bible and learn yourself. But I digress. Just remember that, everything's connected, because I was just talking about the Bible and stuff like that. And this is a vast book of lots of knowledge. And it doesn't just talk about the Bible. It talks about, depression essential oils, wintergreen for arthritis, so many essential oils. But Spirit is saying something to, that you can use oils as well for spiritual. It's not just natural, it's spiritual. Okay, let's read a little bit. It says, beyond simply the healing power of oils, we believe their power also comes from their significance in scripture. The oils and aromatics mentioned in the Bible were more valuable than gold and silver. Wow. Israel's king Hezekiah kept the spices and the precious ointment in 2 Kings 20:13, together with silver and gold in the royal treasure chamber. Ooh, girl, oils are luxurious, okay? And it's one more paragraph, then we'll get into the cards. It says, people and objects were anointed throughout the Bible. Aaron and his sons were anointed priests. The tabernacle and all of its vessels were anointed before being put into service, and Saul and David were anointed to be kings. It has been suggested that the holy anointing oil described in Exodus 23 verses 23 through 25 is a symbol of being set apart for special purposes in God's kingdom. Ooh, powerful. God's coming through. Y'all, this is my anointed pile, okay? What does anointment mean? The shepherds would put oil on their sheep. Again, get this book. It's a beautiful book. They would anoint their sheep so that bugs and stuff would not infest them and stuff like that. And when God anoints you, that means you have a calling on your life. I'm loving this yellow bandana. I'm thinking of oil, baby. Okay, I love my oils. That's why I even have the book. And again, I'm a king. I'm tarot king. So just know that the oil sets you apart. You're anointed. You're chosen by God to be royal, to stand out and to be healed. It's a very beautiful energy that's already coming through for y'all's reading. Spirit, come through. What needs to be known to pile 2 for their Self-care. We got the Page of Cups. Spirit come through for the Page of Cups. The Magician. Okay, y'all are chosen. Just like it talked about King David being anointed by oil, he was a little boy when God chose him. And the prophet looked at all King David's brothers, and they were all big and buff and swole, right? But then the prophet was like, I'm not getting a yes from God from any of them. Do you have any more children? And he was like, I actually have David out there. He's watching the sheep. He's a little boy with red hair and a fair face. And anyway, he then was chosen by God, because God doesn't go by external things. He goes by the heart. And that's what it says in that context. But ultimately, again, you were probably chosen from a young child, okay? But you're a manifester. You have so much power, and it's because you're anointed, pile 2. Let's see. Yeah, and just by being playful like a child, I feel that will also help you to manifest your blessings, because when we're in a good feeling and a good energy, we manifest so much. It helps to manifest and open up portals. Okay, pile 1, pile 2. Spirit come through for pile 2. What needs to be known when it comes to self-care for pile 2? I got both of these, so we'll take both of them. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. Maybe because you're a magician and people be hating. And we got the 10 of Wands. Let's see what else. Ooh, interesting energy. Bottom of the deck. The Hanged Man. Oh my God. That was in pile 1, and we used a completely different deck, and it was at the bottom of the deck. This is that Neptune energy, okay? Dreams, your dreams, and seeing from a different perspective. Taking a divine pause so that you can manifest, okay? So that you can get your thoughts right, but you can get your thoughts right by playing and being open to the possibilities, because it looks like you work a lot. You're a hard worker, and you could even be broke, okay? Both in the material world and even like feeling drained spiritually, because you do so much, okay? And Spirit says, just take some divine time, and look, you're anointed, okay, with the heavens oil. Big Pisces energy. We also have Taurus, Saggitarius, Mercury, any water sign. You don't have to be any of those though. Let's continue on. Let's pull some other ones. Spirit come through. What does pile 2 need to know for self-care? Ooh. Okay, you got the sea turtle. Perfect animal for self-care. It says serenity. That's the vibe, okay? It says wherever sea turtle goes, she is already home. She is in no rush to move forward or backward, up or down, or side to side. Every journey results in the same destination, herself, okay? Her travels demonstrate the supreme importance of finding inner peace. Serenity is achievable at any moment. When Sea Turtle is present, she reminds us that everything we need is within us. Security, solid grounding, and support are only as far away as we allow them to be. In the end, it's flexibility of spirit that brings us home. And yeah, it's like you're looking for a place, of a home, a place to just even to be. I'm like getting the words longing, okay, belonging, yeah, okay. And it's interesting because they're left out in the cold, but this is a church, okay, and the windows are illuminated. They could go inside and get the resources that they need, but they out in the cold, okay, but on crutches even. And not, on top of that, they have 10 wands on the back. That's you, okay. So ultimately, all you need is within you, and your home, serenity, peace of mind. It's all within you, no matter where you go. And you're that's also the magician energy, because he has all the resources that he needs to manifest. Okay, he has 1 coin, 1 cup, 1 sword, 1 wand. He's gonna make his dreams a reality, whether he has just 1 or not. But these people have 5 coins, but they're still struggling. Okay, but if you use your resources at your disposal, you definitely can manifest something and go with the flow. And it's interesting, this Page of Cups is like a mermaid. I'm not seeing any turtles. Why wouldn't they do a turtle with the mermaids? But anyway, Go with the flow, okay? Is the vibe I'm seeing. Also, drinking some water is what I'm seeing too. If you've been working a lot, you could be dehydrated. You're getting sea creatures and Pisces energy. So, yeah, I'm just getting water. You need some water, okay? Let's continue on. We're at 10 minutes. Spirit come through for pile 2. But you're anointed, right? And we just talked about that oil being set apart, okay? Spirit come through. What needs to be known for pile 2 when it comes to self-care? Love, blue for the throat chakra. New beginnings, okay? New possibilities. And manifestation. And you have the magician here. Okay, honey, you manifesting. Bottom of the deck is leadership. Okay, so you need to take leadership of your own life, and just even in the Five of Pentacles, I feel like they're taking leadership because they're in the cold, but they're continuing on, even though they do need some rest, bless. But you need to take the lead of your own life and manifest something new. How do you manifest? You ask, you pray. You could even more than likely use oils, okay, that correspond with what you're trying to manifest, but that's on a deeper level. Let's see, what would I get from this? Definitely some lavender. That's the most common essential oil. I feel everyone loves lavender. Okay, but if you don't like lavender, there's something about new beginnings here. So I'm getting with. I would definitely use some lemon. Okay, to cleanse, to connect to your sacral chakra. Excuse me, your solar plexus. I'm mainly getting, okay, yeah, the root chakra needs to be opened. That being said, okay, the root chakra is blocked by fear. Okay. And sorry, my mustache was getting on my nerves. Spirit is saying that again, you have serenity. You everything you have is inside of you. You have all the resources you need to manifest love, new beginnings. Okay, so let's see. Spirit come through for pile 1. What are you telling them for their self-care? Please, Spirit, in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. We have Moon and Virgo with contentment. It says the chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. Okay. And again, that confirms a lot of what I'm saying because this is an earth sign. Virgos are naturally the worry warts, okay? Not that you worry all the time, but when you are worrying, this is what's happening is your leadership. You need to remember your leadership, that there's new beginnings, because this is about abundance, mainly about money, yeah, especially with Taurus at the bottom, and it says a change of heart. When it comes to self-care, Virgos are actually, that rules the Hermit card, which is about they rule the house of routine, what we do every day. And so this is a big, car sign. And again, it says the chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. So if you're feeling like the people in the Five of Coins, left out in the cold and things like that, know that you can. This is actually a catalyst for you to focus on your health. And it's going to lead to a lot of satisfaction. And actually, this is big Virgo energy because he's carrying a lantern. Wow. Okay, interesting. But yeah, the root chakra and the heart chakra too, I feel, can be affected. So, yeah, I'm getting heart chakra vibes that needs to. The heart chakra is blocked by grievance. Because we have love. I just saw the swan over here. What else was y'all's cards? Yeah, the magician. You can manifest love, something new. Okay, you definitely have the power to, when you slow down and tap in. Let's see a little more. Spirit come through for pile 2. What needs to be known when it comes to who they are, when it comes to self-care and who they are in Jesus' name I pray, amen. Who are they in this self-care journey in Jesus' name I pray, amen. Pile 2. We have the artist. I love that with the Page of Cups and Pisces energy. That's big artist energy. And it says expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. We have the guide, and it is in reverse, places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Okay, that's just something to look out for, because if you notice, even this guide is wearing an owl on his arm, representative of wisdom and the light. Okay, but it's also like kind of putting you on blast. These cards always make me laugh because they're so blunt, so kind of rude when they're reversed. But yeah, you might be putting finances over spiritual insight. You're an artist. Be a little bit less about the money, money, money. But you know, you do deserve money. You're a leader. You've worked so hard with that Ten of Wands there. I get it. But Spirit is like, what's really important. Okay, not that you need to be broke, okay, because you definitely have you can manifest money with this Virgo and the root chakra energy, but you need to tap into your artistic abilities, find that light within, so you can truly be abundant, so you can be abundant on the inside and out. Okay, we also have King in reverse, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. And when it comes to your self care, I feel like with this Ten of Wands, y'all could have an overbearing boss or worked for overbearing bosses. And if you are a boss and you have people under you, remember to ease up. Because again, it says excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. I feel like you've been not only that, even if you're just an artistic person, and maybe you grew up in the what is it called, the hierarchy, what monarchy, whatever, and the system really tries to dictate who you are, as an artist, as a gay person, as a masculine or feminine. It could go either ways because the system really tries to get us to be these stereotypes, is the vibe I'm getting. And you're a leader, is what I'm seeing. And you're not meant to be suppressed. You're meant to manifest. When new beginnings, be future oriented. You're the magician and love. But it can be hard in a atmosphere where someone is always dictating you. But we do have Midas in reverse, so something to do with money here. And more focusing on the playful artistic side of things. That's what will truly attract your abundance. But if you're like, oh, I get these readers on TikTok, they're so focused on money, and I can tell they're powerful, but they're always like, well, damn, are y'all gonna pay? You know, and it's like such a turnoff. First of all, for the starters, and secondly, they're so aggressive because they feel they shouldn't pay. Well, guess what I do? I do free readings, but I also get paid. Okay, I'm not saying I do free readings all the time. I balance accordingly, but you have to put some free energy out there. If you know, artistic energy, love. If you want, you reap what you sow. Okay, so yeah, I said you reap what you sow. So, but this you have the Midas touch. Okay, but it's in reverse. It says hoarding money and emotions, excessive fear of losing your wealth, and that's the Five of Pentacles. Spirit's calling y'all out like so much, like on your money mindset. Okay, I'm a Capricorn. Let me teach you. Let me teach you how we do it, how you really make money. Okay, you put in some work, and yes, you've been putting in this work, but are you aggressive because of money? Because really, you're supposed to be this artistic, playful, childlike, loving energy, but the money be on your mind. You're like, damn, where am I gonna show up? Spirit says, chill with that. Like what's gonna happen, Spirit? I'm trying to eat. I'm hungry and I'm hangry even. Let's see what else comes up for you guys for pile 2. Spirit, come through for pile 2. What needs to be known? What needs to be known? What needs to be known when it comes to their self-care? It says chakra clearing. By clearing your chakras, you open yourself to profound wisdom. And we were talking about all the chakras too. Mainly the root chakra. I already called that one out. And that's at the base of your spine. Okay. And it's blocked by fear. And it represents your roots, knowing your stability, knowing that you're connected to the divine. And you definitely need to cleanse the chakras, okay? With some sage or just some affirmations even can help. Yeah, you need to purify, clean, drink water. Like I said, it says by purifying your life of negative people, places, and experiences you attain true peace. So if there's anyone who would influence you to be anxious, that are maybe toxic masculine, I don't know, toxic feminine even. So anyone who's toxic got to be purified. You got to cleanse your chakras and ultimately so that spirit can be your and self-love can be your highest priority, and then you can love others and then make money, okay? Ultimately, spirit come through a little bit more for pile 2. What needs to be known when it comes to their self-care? When it comes to their self-care, please. Happiness, beautiful card. I love that card. Watchers, again, this is the Hanged Man energy. Ooh, girl. You have Aspen, and it says courage. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. So ego, it's not, spirit's not saying like ego, like you're egotistical, always about money. No, ego is more the image that we try to portray to others. And then you also got one more card, rest and renewal, garden of Venus, and Venus is the planet of love, and that's just such a beautiful garden, right? And trust in your magic. Like, come on, you're the magician, and you got that twice in manifestation, but you also have to be patient and visualize, and you need to be happy in order to truly manifest. Like, I mean, spirit's not just gonna be like if you think of a kid who's like, I want it now. I want my chocolate milk. I want my candy bar. Buy it for me. That kid needs a spanking, right? No, but if the kid's like grateful for what they have and they're like, can I get that? I love you. Daddy's probably gonna give him the chocolate bar even before dinner. Okay, but besides that, spirit wants you to wait to become more aligned, to become happy. And look, Aspen is the most expensive place you can live in the United States, and all your reading was about like money and manifestation and leadership, but ultimately look how beautiful it is. You know, it's in Colorado. It's the most like movie stars live there to go skiing and stuff. So there is abundance, but like, can you enjoy the abundance of the now? Can you do some art? Can you play a little? Can you be a good boy? Can you be a good girl? Okay. And like stop crying over the chocolate bar because, you know, the father is always going to provide. And if he don't give you the chocolate bar now, he's gonna give you a big dinner later that you really like, that's delicious, that's nurturing. But besides that, again, if you just lighten up and play and be a good boy, not that you're bad, but when it comes to self-care, money is very much on the minds. Okay. And so is like ego, because you're surrounded by a lot of people who or you okay, you may even be dejected or rejected from a lot of people because maybe they left you out in the cold, or that your path didn't align with them because they tried to put you in a box. There's some, when you have an ego death, it you really stop caring what other people think. Like, and when I say stop caring, I'm not saying I don't care what they think. No, it's more like completely don't care. And it's such a more peaceful life. Let's get you a couple more. Pile 2. Spirit come through for pile 2. Definitely need to cleanse the chakra, cleanse your environment, purify, you know, do some art, turn up some music, definitely drink some water. Spirit come through. That's too much. Come on now. Come on. Spirit come through for pile. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I love this stone too. You have Ethiopian opal, okay? And it says, reflecting the beautiful parts of your soul. Ethiopian opal is a crystal filled with bright flashes of color and revitalizing energy, full of joy. Ethiopian opal is a high vibration stone, able to soothe the soul and bring harmony to mind, body, and spirit. Ethiopian opal can burn unhealed karma from the past and clear the path for a rebirth. Like a phoenix rising out of the ashes containing a soul holograph, Ethiopian opal gives access to different timelines in your life from past, present, and future. Give all parts of yourself the love that you desire. You definitely need to give yourselves that love. You have the phoenix energy rising out of the ashes. You can manifest. I'm seeing like a new chapter, but you need to let go. To me, again, it's more just money stuff. More, even excuse me. You need to let go of people who would influence you and just always be like, you need to make money this way, you need to make money that way. And this could even be coming from your childhood wounds, because again, you have the root chakra, and that connects to our roots. Okay. But you're an artist. Yeah, you have this page of cups here. Some of y'all have this mentality of money because of the way you were raised. Okay, no offense at all. We all have childhood wounds. Some of y'all are different, but it's like y'all grew up in a toxic environment, like told you how to be a certain way, and you're actually an artistic person who can actually manifest like Picasso. Okay, like you can just paint something or do something and create something, just by having fun, and you can attract more abundance than they ever made. Okay, Spirit come through for Paul too. What needs to be known when it comes to their self-love? Spirit come through. What needs to be known when it comes to their self-love? You got the root chakra again from the essential oil deck with myrrh. You also have the throat chakra, but it says keyword is support. Trigger statement, I'm not supported. What would you do, Paul 2, if you knew you were supported? If you knew that everything you're doing is beautiful, okay? Okay. And it says, I'll get into what I'm channeling a message from my own life, okay? But again, trigger statement, I'm not supported. True statement, I move forward with divine grace. Yeah, you definitely need to move forward, okay? With divine grace. And it says, take comfort and know that you are supported. Nurture your inner child and connect with the earth. What did I say this whole reading? There's something about the childlike energy here. Nurture your inner child, who you wanted to be as a child. You probably even felt alone then. Okay, that's probably why you feel alone now. But again, it says take comfort and know you are supported. Okay, your root chakra, Google, first of all, what a root chakra is. Also Google how you open the root chakra and just root chakra affirmations. Because if you speak certain things, it will help get rid of the fear. It will help you to align your life with this abundant mindset, where then you just, you move into Aspen, baby. Okay, the most expensive place, but you're supported. Be happy. Be an artist. Again, what does it say? Expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. But when you do this in love, you attract so much more abundance than when you're like hangry, tired. Let's see, the bottom of the deck says inspiration. Trigger statement, I'm tired of it all. True statement, I find strength in my purpose. And it says, please rest and know that in the stillness, you will find clarity around your purpose here. The need to cope will fall away as you find the question you are the answer to. Again, this is throat chakra energy. Excuse me. I'm all throat chakra. Nah, I'm just kidding. Spirit come through a little bit more. Oh, and then look at all this blue all over you. The happiness is blue, and I wasn't gonna call it out, but look, the butterflies are blue. This ego is blue. This king is blue. It's all throat chakra. Again, when your throat chakra is flowing, and you have blue and red. So anyway, root chakra and your throat chakra is, when your throat chakra is truly open, the the throat chakra is blocked by lies. Okay, lies that we tell ourselves because of what others told us to be. Lies, whatever, little white lies. That's what blocks up your throat chakra. And your ego is, changing. You're going through this transformation like the butterflies on this card. But yeah, working with your root and your throat chakra will help you in your self-care, Paul, too. But definitely your inner child, and specifically your root chakra before your throat, because that's the base of the spine. Let's see what else. Spirit come through for Paul 2. What is their message when it comes to self? love, self-care, self-love, and self-care. And y'all again have the anointed. Oh my God, yeah. At the book that y'all chose, y'all had the anointed oil, which was stored in the same room as treasures, okay? In the Bible, it was stored next to luxurious crystals and considered more pricey than gold. And your spiritual anointing is more pricey than gold. You need to remember that, okay? And you're more pricier than gold. Like literally, you have the king here, and again, it's in reverse. But the ego gotta go. Spirit come through. What needs to be known for pile 2? And we have leadership. You're definitely a leader. Okay. Iris. And it's blue. Pay attention to messages. Iris, the Greek goddess of the rainbow. She is a bridge between the worlds. She delivers messages from the gods to humans, and she can even travel to the underworld. She will often take human form to deliver the messages. When Iris appears in a reading, pay attention to the messages you are receiving. Divine guidance may come through a friend or even a stranger. You may even receive messages from those who have crossed over. To me, this is also saying you're never alone. Just like the root chakra card I pulled earlier from the essential oil deck. Spirit come through for pile 2. A little bit more. A little bit more for pile 2. A little bit more for pile 2 on what they need to know when it comes to self-care. Okay, so something to do with rainbows, because you had Iris, and it talked about she's the messenger of the gods. Listen to the messages. Listen to the messages of your body. We also have the rainbow. Some of y'all could be gay. Some of y'all could be gay. I ain't gonna lie with all these rainbows. And it says surrender though. And as you see, the mask is falling off. The ego is being shattered. Like, come on. And this is helping you, you know, as you just surrender to who you truly are. And it says the rainbow is pulling Dorothy up. As she surrenders the old mask and patterns that no longer serve her, she becomes lighter and is moved by the universe. She reaches up the diamond in the She reaches up for the diamond inside the star, representative of her soul taking up direction. The old ways no longer work. It's time to surrender any false sense of security and allow the wisdom of your soul to guide you. Again, a false sense of security. That's false. Just stay true to you. You can be way more abundant. We also have I am attraction. Grandma, shush. I'm on the goddamn YouTube. What? I'm just playing, but be quiet. I'm on YouTube, Grandma. They hear you. I'm just kidding. I know my followers are like, tell Grandma we said hi. Okay, but anyway, we have pile 2. I am attraction. Like a magnet, what I put out into the world, I get back. If I lead with negativity, I receive negativity. If I lead with positivity, I receive positivity. Therefore, I choose to lead with positivity. I am attraction. And I said this earlier. I said that y'all are a leader. The people I see on TikTok, and not that y'all are equivalent, but again, the people I see on TikTok, they be like, when are y'all going to pay me? And blah, 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 blah. They don't lead with love. And as you lead with love, instead of ego, you attract more abundance. Bottom of the deck, dancing puppets. You are no one's puppet, my friend, okay? I just saw 333, okay? And it says, don't get pulled away from what you love, pile 2. And it says, puppets are dancing. The image seems to be bright and happy. You can barely see the strings that are pulling them. The message of this card is ask yourself if you are doing the things that you truly want to do, and if those things bring you joy. What pulls you away from your bliss? Guilt? Do you say yes to other people when you really mean no? Do you resent being pulled away from what you desire? Do you allow other people to manipulate you? See if you can say yes to yourself and not feel guilty about it. Okay, what a beautiful message, Paul. So you are the artist. Get in touch with that inner child. Like I'm getting Pinocchio vibes from the puppets, because he was always pulled away from, he was tricked into doing other things instead of just being who he truly was. And again, remember to lead with love, but you're letting these masks go that no longer serve you. You're truly standing in your happiness when you're focused on self-love, self-care, and you release these false even probably things that were programmed in your mind as a child about how to receive money and abundance. You can receive money in abundance just the artistic way you are. And so let this ego fall. Let this ego fall because you're no one's puppet. Start saying no to people. Embrace the rainbow. Come out of the closet, whether you're gay, whether you are just hiding a part of yourself that you're afraid others might not like. But it's all about your happiness, okay, when it comes to self-love. And work with that root chakra. Definitely light some red candles, wear some red, or light some blue candles, or wear some blue for the throat chakra. But I would definitely start with your root chakra and looking up affirmations. Again, here's one true statement: I move forward with divine grace is the main one. And again, take comfort and know that you are supported. Nurture your inner child and connect with the earth. Mama Earth. Earth is the energy of abundance and tarot and spiritual cards and stuff. Again, earth represents abundance, and you just need to get rooted and ground yourself. And then get artistic and play and F what everyone thinks. Be patient, okay? Because these masks are falling off, and you are a leader, and you will be abundant. You literally got Aspen, you got Virgo. That's money, that's earth energy. But you definitely need to cleanse your chakras. I would cleanse all of them, okay? Learn how to cleanse all of them. But the main thing, and also cleanse some, maybe your social circle who really have you thinking you a puppet, okay? Because you're not a puppet. Bless Pile 2. I hope that this resonated in some way, shape, or form. Actually, I'm going to pull one more card just for kicks and giggles. Come through for Pile 2, Spirit. What needs to be known when it comes to self-care? Last but not least, Earth pulsing. And it says, pulse of the mother, slow down, and time in nature. Again, we were just talking about earth is what is abundance, okay? You'd be surprised by just sitting by a tree, closing your eyes, or standing in the grass, and visualizing a light over yourself, and going down into the earth, like you're releasing all your pain, and all your worries down into the earth barefoot. But then you also visualize maybe a green light, or let's say a red light, because y'all had the root chakra, a red light coming up through your feet and just coming into your body and recharging you. You'd be surprised how better you feel, okay? Or a blue light. But anyway, besides that, I hope this reading resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. Get out into earth, be happy. Remember, you're an artist, Pile 2, and you need to cut the strings because you ain't no one's puppet, all right? Much love from Tarot King. Let me know in the comments if this reading resonated with you and you watched it this far. Drop some castles in the chat if you know you are manifesting a castle despite your worries and fears, or even drop some castles and butterflies to represent this card if you watched it this far and it resonated with you, all right? Much love from Tarot King. Peace out. Alrighty, if you picked this stack, I'm gonna go pretty quick because we just have 17 minutes because my iPad is dying, or not dying, but running out of space. Y'all picked the essential oils, natural remedies. Ironically, these are the shortest definitions usually, and we're gonna do like pile 1 and 2 and see what needs to be known when it comes to pile 3 and self-care. It says, do not use if you're pregnant, okay? Precautions, it says, clear your mind and gain comfort from cypress. So using some cypress, but it says cypress trees were worshipped as a symbol of Beruth, the earth goddess on the island of Cyprus, and were taught to encourage contemplation in China because the roots of the tree look like a seated figure. Similar to the rich history, cypress essential oil is thought to clear and soothe the mind. Cypress trees are forever linked through literature and art with mourning, death, and eternal rest. This is why cypress wood is still used today for coffins, and these evergreens are planted in cemeteries in the United States. Okay, so some of you could be mourning a lost loved one. I'm sure they'll come through in the reading somehow. I'm not going to be calling them out or anything, but trust, if you've been mourning them, they're coming through. Also, if you picked pile 3, obviously there's like a death moment going on in your life where you're going through transformation, and Spirit is coming through to remind you to embrace this death, to embrace this cycle of life that you're in. And it says, medicinal uses of the cypress. It says anger, hemorrhoids, insecticide, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, antiseptic, bronchitis, calming, cold, cough, diaper rash, diuretic, fever, foot odor, cough, whooping, styptic, stress, sedative, PMS, nosebleed, menstrual support, irritability. You could be dealing with any of those, okay? But mainly I'm getting like the death, funeral energy, that there's something in your life that, quite frankly, has to end, okay? Let's see. Spirit come through for pile 3. What needs to be known for their highest good when it comes to self-care, please, and thank you. We have strength. Wow. And this talks about calming anger. We have strength in pile 2. Okay. Ooh, we have the star. Aquarius energy, Leo energy. And then we have the 8 of Swords. And it was in reverse, but blessed. Bottom of the deck, the 10 of Cups. Wow. And they're feasting. They're in Velel, or the Viking heaven. Okay. But that being said, you're a star that shines in the darkness. Sometimes you can get in your head, though. And these are just self-limiting beliefs, because you've actually been through so much on this journey. I'm channeling with this mythology right here, the Disney movie Brave. You could watch that and maybe get even a divine message when it comes to self-care. But ultimately, you've been through so much, and sometimes you still doubt yourself, okay? Excuse me. And with the 10 of Cups, you need to, all of this energy could have been having to do with family, okay, that made you stronger. You could have had battles with the family that made you stronger. That's what I'm getting even. And then with the snake or the serpent that he's fighting, I'm still getting that you need to shed the past, okay, especially with the cypress that we opened. But it does talk about clearing the mind with what we opened to earlier in this book that y'all picked, okay? That being said, when it comes to self-care, you are so powerful, and you have even your ancestors from heaven. Yes, that's it. Because in this 10 of Cups, this is Velel, okay, or the Viking heaven. I don't know if I'm saying it right, okay? But ultimately, your ancestors are coming through. Could have been a Leo, Aquarius, water sign, air sign. Doesn't have to be. But they're coming through to say that they got your back too. And remember your ancestors, because they teach us some things. I personally wouldn't walk the same path as my grandpa, but I know that I learned a lot from him, okay? Spirit come through. What needs to be known for pile 3 when it comes to self-care, please? Got 2 cards. First of all, release all anger with Snapdragon. That's my favorite flower. It says, don't give power to negative words by saying them. Speak from your higher self and make your communications peaceful and loving. Okay, this could be your ancestors coming through as well, just saying. But or you could be dealing with just family, like I was saying earlier too. But you're releasing all anger, and this will help in your excuse me, your self-care. We also have emotional healing. It says it's safe for you to let go of old emotional pain. By doing so, you allow your heart to mend. Okay, so pile 3, you have some things of your past that definitely would trigger anger, that definitely would trigger you to lash out, maybe at your aggressor or whoever harmed you. But releasing this will be of your best bet, because it's just self-limiting you, and you're such a star. And then you also have new beginnings at the bottom, and it says, take this as an opportunity to rise from the ashes stronger and more determined. Spirit added a little dash of Phoenix energy in all of our readings. I noticed. Okay, let's see a little bit more for pile 3 because I'm running out of time, baby. And these messages are pretty powerful still. They hidden. Okay, Spirit come through pile 3. We'll take this one. It says, I forgive myself for shaming another's ability to effortlessly and endlessly receive from their environment. And it says, I choose to believe that when I allow myself to receive without reflexively giving back, I'm replenished with the resources I need to give more freely. So taking some time to receive instead of give so much. Okay, because you also have to release. I'm seeing release and receive a bunch in your reading. Spirit come through. Because when you release, you're able to receive in these new beginnings is what Spirit is saying. Yeah. Spirit come through for pile 3. What do they need to know in self-love? Yes. Okay. And it says compassion, eclipse in Leo. Shine brightly like the star you are. And you have the star here. Okay, and then again, Leo rules the 5th house of how we raise our children and how we are raised. And also, look at I love all the chakras are illuminated. But yeah, you need to shine brightly like the star you are. So there's anger holding you back and it's self-limiting, okay? Like, I'm getting kind of pissed for you, with you, but that's why Spirit is saying release the anger, because that's what strength is about, and that's what these snapdragons are about. This is my favorite flower. When they're a seed, they look like a skull. Okay, very witchy. But you know, it's time to release the anger of the past. And again, old wounds. They're old. They're old. No offense. They still hurt, yes, but they made you stronger. They made you a warrior. You can now shine, and it's time to come out the darkness. Yeah, it does say free will, and then it says serve your higher purpose with some Pisces energy. Pisces energy to me shows that you could be feeling erased, and even with the Leo energy, because Leos want to shine, right? Well, you can shine for the world, even if the people didn't give you clarity. Okay, but there's some wounds that you need to let go of. Spirit saying, holding you back already. Even the Pisces energy is the 12th house in astrology. It's the last sign. It represents what we need to release. It represents the ending. And now it's time to serve your higher purpose and shine. So don't let the anger hold you back, baby. No longer. What needs to be known a little bit more for pile 3? Heron, self-reliance, independence. Okay, it says, Heron is solitary creature, strongly symbolic of self-reliance with independence of mind. He finds freedom from erstwhile restrictions. Bygone concepts beget new perspectives. In juxtaposition to this liberated viewpoint, Heron coaches us toward cultivating healthy individuals to grow strong communities. He reminds us to trust our gut, travel with intention, and confidently lead by example. In our ability to demonstrate personal resolve, we inspire others to find their strength. So as you heal, you show others how to heal. As you resolve things, you show others how to resolve things. Just be independent. I love the Heron. He's a warrior, but he's very calm and collective, like this energy right here. He stands in the water and reflects, and then when that fish comes through, he swipes it up, okay? But ultimately, I'm seeing self-reliance, and as you find that personal resolve, you'll help others to do the same. So release the anger, break the curses, come out of these self-limiting beliefs, okay? In your self-care. Spirit come through a little bit more for pile 3. Okay. We have the fates. We have needing direction and generosity. Again, you reap what you sow. And as you release these things, you're able to find your direction again. And we have refuge, of course, in a personal, in a reading of self-development, self-care. Spirit come through a little bit more for pile 3. What needs to be known? Okay, we're going to just take one. We have the Savior and blessings from heaven and bast with boundaries, protect what is yours. What's the bottom of the deck? Oh, the Angel of Grace. Like, Spirit wants you to calm down because guess what? It's all going to be fine either way. This is big confirmation. You got the angel, Jesus, and gifts from heaven. I mean, come on. And this is a deck. I have 3 decks in one. It's not all Christian or anything. It has mythology, it has mythology, fairy tales, and affirmations, and you literally got Jesus, the angel, and the heaven. But I'm going to read Jesus because we're running out of time, and I want to read just a couple more. But it says, expect a miracle. Jesus Christ perfectly embodies the Savior archetype. The Savior makes waves, challenging the status quo and healing the sick. The Savior has immense courage, fortitude, and dedication. Jesus was a teacher, a healer, and a leader, but most of all, a Savior. He represents miracles, forgiveness, and grace. When the Savior appears in a reading, changes are coming. Trust that these changes are for the best. And again, y'all had the 10 of Cups, literally, and you have gifts from heaven. I'm gonna go. This was in Pile 2. It's the alchemy of your song, okay? Jack climbing up the beanstalk, going to heaven, being a little bit afraid of God, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and read it because y'all, I mean, that's the bottom line of y'all's energy when it comes to self-care. Something to do with the divine, something to do with heaven. Okay, it says, Jack's climbing of the beanstalk is a metaphor for climbing into a greater state of being. It is here that he overcomes his fear of the giant, a symbolic representation of a higher power. From that higher power, Jack takes the goose that lays the golden eggs. Literally, this energy. Okay. Where was I? And the giant's magic harp. We see a doorway between the worlds. The center of the beanstalk looks like an eye. The magic harp is your song, your vibration. The golden egg symbolizes the alchemy of your story. Open your eyes to the truth of who you are. Raise your vibration to resonate love. Create a happy ending for your personal legend. When this card shows up, you are about to receive a gift of or a blessing. Yeah, share your talents with the world and the world will share its abundance with you. And this is big time because we have generosity here and then the star and then Leo. Like, if you just release your anger and realize you're a freaking star, like chosen from heaven, and that your ancestors are cheering you on from heaven, and that you're healing your family wounds and releasing the anger. And it's funny because I was just looking at the Heron card I pulled for you and N was covered up and it says hero. Hero, you're a hero, and I see that in your cards as well. You're gonna save other people with your message, and even the savior here. Like, trust me, you're a hero. You're tapping into that inner hero, and there's new beginnings. So don't be in a victim mentality, self-limiting beliefs, and things like that, because ultimately you have a big mission. Okay, Spirit come through. What needs to be known for Pile 3, for their self-care energy. What needs to be known? It needs to be known for Pile 3 and their self-care. We have the solar plexus chakra, and it says integrate, okay? It says trigger statement, I am trapped. That's the energy of this 8 of Swords, feeling trapped, okay? And it says true statement, I'm whole. And that's the energy of the star. It represents someone who's there, connects to Aquarius energy, their weird self, okay? Weird is a compliment, being whole, okay? And it says, allow the parts of yourself you hide to make themselves known. In the light, you will see the wisdom they hold. Bottom of the deck, gratitude. Trigger statement, I am overwhelmed. True statement, I am moving. And it says, the time for planning is complete. Take action, no matter how small, begin today. Okay, so whatever you need to start, begin it today. Don't be held by the past. Release these things, because be expecting a miracle. There's gifts coming from heaven, and they may show up in the form of someone else giving you gifts, but ultimately I'm seeing there's some good times ahead of you, okay? And like, as you meditate, know that your ancestors are like cheering you on for the weird, unique person that you are. Be generous with your energy, and the world's gonna be, the universe is gonna be generous with its gifts to you, okay? Let's just pull one more. Spirit come through. What needs to be known for Pile 3? Let's see. Ooh, we have success and Libra energy with peppermint. Okay, so you are going to be successful. We have productivity. You need to get to work. Cancer energy at the bottom. Ooh, goodness. Okay, so one more. Okay, let's see if we can get it. Spirit come through for Pile 3. What needs to be known for their self-care, please and thank you. Okay, we'll take it. I'm seeing other ones too. Let's see. Lepidolite, open heart, grounded teacher. Okay, getting grounded. Stability, grounding, truth. Grounding, you need to ground, okay? But we also have watermelon tourmaline. And it says love, balance, and clarity. And this is the last card. And this is the vibe with the Ten of Cups. And, okay, come out of the self-limiting beliefs. And it says relationships are the currency of life. And watermelon tourmaline raises awareness of soul agreements and your impact on other people's lives. This crystal is a supercharged to activate the heart chakra, creating a divine connection between you and your higher self. Like the watermelon, it teaches you to enjoy the sweetness of life. Remembering good things often take time to ripen. Watermelon tourmaline balances masculine and feminine energies, connecting your heart chakra to both the physical and spiritual aspects of yourself. So connect to the physical, connect to the spiritual. There's love energy here. You are loved. And again, sometimes good things take time, sweet things take time. But again, find this independence to self-resolve and reflect, and you're going to go a long way. You're going to realize that you are a star that came up twice, that it's time to shine your light. And you had Leo energy big time here and Aquarius energy, but bless, I digress. I hope that this reading resonated in some way, shape, or form. I'm about to peace out and go do some self-care. All right. If you liked this and it resonated, please drop some lion emojis in the chat since we had so much Leo energy. Okay. Peace out. Tarot King. Much love.